In Year 2, we've been learning how to do some simple subtraction methods. As usual in class, we've been using our dienes, we've been using number lines, and we've even been using some hundred squares. Okay, so when subtracting ones from a two-digit number, we could use the number line by counting backwards on the number line. Here, 24 minus 3, we would start at 24 and we would take 3 steps back. 1, 2, 3, and the children will record their answer. Some alternative methods that we used, it's a little bit more tricky, is to partition the number, a two-digit number, into tens and ones, and then subtract the ones from each other. So here we can see that 16 is partitioned into 10 and 6. We would take 4 from 6 and get 2, and then we would have 10. So 10 plus 2 would leave us with 12. Children were also drawing this in class. But the preferred method would be the column method. This is simply writing the question, the two numbers, vertically. Here we have to pay close attention to align the ones together and the tens together, so that we can read it as 6 minus 4, write 2, 1 minus 0 would be 1. Some other skills that we used was when we're minusing multiples of 10, we can try to think back about what we know about minusing ones. Here, 5 minus 2 is 3. We taught the children to think about our multiples of 10 and how this would correlate. So 50 take away 20 would be 30. We remind them to add the 0. When subtracting a two-digit number from when the ones are more than 0, we can count backwards. So for example, 36 take away 20, we can count backwards 36, 26, 16. Alternatively, we could try using a 100 square. For the first one, we can see 76 minus 30. We would find 76 on our 100 square and count back 30. 10, 20, 30. This is just a quick skill and it shows children how to use a 100 square really quickly when it's a multiple of 10. For subtracting, we move up. For adding, we move down. So when using the column method, the method that we're going to use when we revisit subtraction later in the year, we could take a simple question and write it vertically like so, aligning the ones and the tens. 5 minus 0, 4 minus 2. When we're subtracting a two-digit number from another two-digit number, we have to make sure that they're properly aligned so that the numbers stand underneath the tens and the ones. When subtracting with renaming, this simply means that there are not enough ones to take away, and we need to rename or regroup from the tens. For example, 23 take away 6. Here we see that 3 take away 6. We cannot do, we cannot take. So we need to break it up. In class, children could use dienes to show 23, and they would have to understand that we would need to break the 23 up by sharing the tens. Here we would see that we would have 7 left when we take away, and then 1 in the tens. When we moved on from this, we showed that we didn't need dienes anymore, and we could partition it, we could break it up ourselves. So here, 3 minus 4, I cannot take. So I need to break up my tens. I will put 1 10 with my ones, and the remainder that's left stays in my tens place. I would read this as 13 minus 4 and 1 minus 0. Here we can see that this would make 9, and this would leave 1. Thank you for watching, and I hope it's been useful, and we'll be revisiting subtraction later in the year.